And there were two. Time to kick off the NBA Finals here on EA Sports. Game one just about set to go. We're at Toyota Center in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They have got to get home court advantage, and they'll need it in what's going to be a tight 5-game series. It's the Sixers and the Rockets. Trust the process, Jay. That phrase is now embraced in Philadelphia. But you look at a guy like Brett Brown, they won 10 games a few years ago. He carries a world of experience into his head coaching stint in the NBA and now has a roster that's loaded.
He's been waiting his whole career for these transformational players like Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. And think about this, Ed. The patience that upper management has had with the 76ers regarding Brett Brown has been incredible. Now, there's been a change of management over his tenure there. But his first 3 years, he was 47 and 199 as a head coach. Coaches with those records never stay around. But when you start to trust the process with the likes of Ben Simmons and Embiid, it makes the game quite different.
It's Rockets ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Pascal Siakam. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Booker to Wiggins. The drive right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Wiggins. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Pascal Siakam tips it with the flush, taking on all comers. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Booker. To Barnes. To Booker. That's with the interception. Houston with the basketball. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got to be hard to think these teams can keep up that pace in the second.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Sixers controlling. To Booker. Quinn Capella able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Booker. Screen coming. Booker. Capella's on him. And stuffs it home. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Gets to the basket and scores.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Quinn Capella rejects it. That's his third block this evening. Count the basket at the rim. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Wiggins. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Wiggins. Goes to the left side. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got your help. We got your help.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark on his free throw. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. And when you see these highlights, it's obvious how they've been successful. Things are looking up for them in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers are in
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Booker. To Wiggins. From long range. That no good. Off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the ring.
Booker with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Wiggins. Deep left corner. Booker to Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Booker. To Wiggins. Clint Capella sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there, won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell them with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Nothing going here on that drive. Jumper's good.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Sixers call for time as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Trying to cash in. Look out, Devin Booker. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Turns and slams it down.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Harrison Barnes. Passed it off. Short jumper off the mark. Done. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Screen coming. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Great dish to set it up. Harrison Barnes powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he's got the free throw as well. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Rockets. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Into the front court, it's Booker. Down a bundle. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Jaylen Brown. Gets it at the top of the key. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Here comes the screen. To Wiggins. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Another shot won't go either. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Booker with it. His guys down big. Nice pass. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Runner's good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Capella. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Sixers have the basketball. Booker. Great feed. Sets it up. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Nothing going here on that drive. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Has a chance. Look out. Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Booker. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And add one more to his total. Sixers control it. Pascal Siakam to Wiggins. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Count the free throw as well. Great pass to set it up. And the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Capella. Andrew Wiggins. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Look out, Devin Booker. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They've grabbed game 1 of this best-of-5 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Peyton Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets put together a nice win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.